I shall be in a moment. Just making sure it's actually recording. There we go. Perfect.
Did you know that in Finnish, a bug in your program is actually called a boogie?
A boogie?
So if your code doesn't work for some reason, you can literally blame it on the boogie.
Blame it on the boogie. Nice.
Nice.
I like it.
That.
I like how we said the exact same things.
Twice. Okay.
Brothers?
What?
More?
More family?
No, I hate family. I mean, what? Okay, so when you guys were last here, information regarding everything, and you'd been promoted, and you'd spent. I'm going to move on a little bit because just some admin things that obviously you spent some time. You rested up, got all good to go again, and started on the road to Gamia. The first night out of town, you come to a small clearing. You decide to camp there, and Jorvith tells you that he will stand guard, and you guys can sleep. He and his Tessie and Ferdan, a few other men they have with you, will stand guard, and you guys can sleep. For the time being, I'm just going to reveal a small area, which is your campsite. It's just a little, clearing in the woods. You guys pulled up some logs, made a little pit. Top right corner.
Top right corner.
Of the map that I put you on. Have I got all the correct tokens here? Please just check me if I'm wrong.
Where's Dogbert?
I can't see anything.
Oh, there it
He's
is.
Sleeping
I see it now.
underneath the cart.
Top left corner, you mean?
Top left. Sorry.
Yes.
My bad.
Don't do
I
a
said top
cacti.
right, and Erling automatically went to left.
That's
Okay,
great.
I'm just checking. It looks like all right. Health and everything, so everything seems to be correct. So you're all here. Jorvith is standing guard. You fall asleep, and at some point in the night, you all wake up. You wake up on in a clearing that looks almost exactly. However, when you look around you, you see that this clearing is floating in the void.
What?
Go left. Did I hide? Oh, I hid areas.
Yeah, we.
Wrong button. There you go.
The void is dark.
Speaking of the void, the void is dark and full of terrors.
And before you, sitting on the tree, a fairy speaks to you. However, each of you looking around you sees that everybody else is asleep. And the fairy is speaking only to you.
Tavuk?
She says, I'm speaking to all of you at the same time. However, for the sake of the conversations that we need to have, I have placed all of you in an isolated dimension.
Oh, instance dungeon, I see.
So
Phasing
that
technology.
We may speak privately. The reason you can see your companions is so that you know they are unharmed. I do not mean any harm or danger to you. I come instead to beg for your aid. For you see, my village, we are a small village of fairies, keep to a part of the forests on our plane. It's a plane that's very similar to the material plane, but it bridges the gap between the material plane and the fey plane, between material plane and the infernal plane. And where our village is, that veil between the planes is the thinnest. It is our sacred duty as the fairies of this forest to protect the veil. And here in the depth of winter, when winter is at its coldest in the material plane, we perform a sacred ritual every year in which we pour all our magical energy into a gemstone. And with this gemstone, This magical relic which we have, it strengthens once again the veil between the planes so that a rift does not open up, which would cause untold chaos. At best, it would allow the minions of the infernal planes, denizens of the infernal planes, free access to the material plane. There would be demons and devils galore roaming your world. At worst, it could cause a rift that could destroy parts of or the entire material plane at once, as the arcane energies which stream from Fey and infernal planes simply consume the world in which you live. Given that we are pouring all our magical energy into this crystal, it leaves us vulnerable. And a creature recently took advantage of the weakness in the veil to cross over from the infernal plane. This creature wishes to interrupt the ritual and destroy our relic. In so doing, it intends to open up this portal that I've spoken of. To what end we are not sure, but that it must be stopped is all we know. Due once again to the fact that we are pouring magical energies into this relic, we are unable to stop him ourselves. However, I am able to grant each of you a power, which will come in handy. Our Dream Seer foresaw that we will need these powers to defeat this creature. And at this point, she proceeds to speak to each of you individually. And give you... Roger, did you just get a extra handout in your in your journal? I just want to make sure it works before I carry on doing it for everybody else.
Yes.
It's exciting.
Okay.
Oh my god. It's like Christmas.
I wonder why.
The little elf fairies, Santa's helper fairies, yes.
Just make sure I'm giving the right things to the right people. This part of the conference speaks to each of you individually, so you don't know what the other... That is just how these powers work. She explains to you that the power that you have, well, as she said, it will be needed in order for you to succeed in stopping this beast, this creature. But whether or not you share the power with your friends is up to you. However, obviously, depending on what the power can do or how it works, she cannot guarantee that it will work at any time if you let the secret out. The Dream Seer said that the power should be given in secrecy to each of you, and that the decision on whether or not to share the power would be yours from then on. She is assured that you would know the right thing to do. The power that she's given you will not last forever, but it should also be used only when it seems the right time to use it. It is not a power to be bandied about lightly, to just be thrown at every problem you face. When you face a problem that nothing else seems able to surmount, this power will show you the way.
We can use it only once.
You can't necessarily use it only once.
But we won't know.
You won't necessarily know until you use it, and it may not have an effect if you don't use it at the right time.
Okay, so it might have a very specific application.
And you may not know exactly what that is, but you can try on different things, and if nothing happens, then nothing happens. And then when you come to the right time and you do it, then that was...
Right, so this is a point-and-click adventure game where we've just been given an inventory full of stuff and we gotta try everything on everything until...
Or you can just think about what needs to be done. This isn't... I didn't moon logic this one. I'm too stupid for moon logic.
I'm joking.
Where was I? Oh, so she explains to you each what your power is. And then she says, now I will take you to my village. Unfortunately, now that you are here, I will not be able to send you back to your plane. I could bring you here because the veil is thin, but the ritual for leaving the plane is a bit more complex and will require the aid of some of the other fairies in the village. So she's going to take you to the village, and then you can hopefully stop this evil destroying the world before she'll be able to send you back. So don't worry about your tokens here. I already placed your tokens in the place where you're going to appear, which is a little bit to the right. Well, quite a bit to the right. This is actually top right.
Okay, so to the left then.
Yeah, sure. She says she's going to take you directly to the, well, you would call it the town square, of course, which is a forest of trees and so, but the center of their village where they keep the relic under magical protection. You should now be able to see on the top right. Can you all see yourselves there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is quite a village.
I did say it's a forest village. The
They probably live in the trees and stuff.
the tree in which Ceres, her name, by the way, Ceres, she totally introduced herself. That happened.
Yeah, I heard.
So we can see each other awake now, right?
You can see each other awake as you arrive. You're standing here awake, appearing unharmed, and Ceres does look a little apologetic for having to summon you like that. Ooh, who's got a guitar?
Guitar?
I just did something sound like guitar strings. As you arrive here, you see that, although I haven't put them on here, there are fairies all. They are frantic. They're flying back and forth. They're panicking. Some of them are huddling somewhere in the corner. Up here, you see a group of them practicing some sort of a song together, but they're shaken. You know, they're you can see they're trying to do their song, but they're too distracted to actually get on with. And
Kind of like terrified?
Kind of like terrified, yes. And Ceres, as she gestures in front of her, she suddenly stops, dead in her tracks, and she says, "Where is it?" One of the other fairies rushes over and says, "He came while you were away. He stole the relic. Took it. We don't know where it has gone." Ceres stops. She takes this other fairy and she says, "Calm down. It is fine. I have found the people the Dream Seer spoke of. I am sure that they will be able to." She turns to you and she says, "This relic is priceless. It is a gem, a mostly red gem, although it shows various hues and colors around the edges when you look at it because of the magical energies flowing through. And if you could please find it somehow. I don't know how, but I am sure that what the powers that the Dream Seer bestowed upon you through me will aid you."
Where
Go.
would we go to look?
Yeah, which direction did he leave?
We don't even know where we are.
The creatures say he appeared with illusion of brambles, and they couldn't quite make out which way he went through the forest.
Oh, great.
Have you all read your powers, by the way?
What does the relic look like again?
It is bright red, with multicolored hues around the edges. The center of it is bright red gem, and then around the edge it shows green and purple flashes moving around. And it is quite large. It is again, because it's a magical relic, but it's quite large. It's about as tall as, let's say, about 8 feet tall.
Wow.
Quite round, big around the base, but it can be easily carried by even a small child due to its magical nature.
Wait, but aren't the Fae kind of tiny?
Yes, that's why they can carry it, because it's magical.
Ah, okay. Chimera uses his special power.
You use your special power, and I'm going to give you your. What I'm going to do is I'm going to whisper results to you. when you do things like this,
Okay.
unless they're very obvious things that happen. How do I do it again? It's at
No, it's /W, and
Slash
then
W.
my name, and then
let's just make sure. Okay, I just whispered to Chimere. Did you get a message?
yes.
Anybody else?
No.
Okay, sweet. That works. Just making sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah, that's basically what I did to you now.
Yeah.
This is the point at which the
Yeah.
critical role people would
whispers, the
lose their.
whisper.
They're like, he's whispering. He's whispering. Okay, I was hoping I could track the gem, but I'm not finding anything. But I am sensing that one of us does have the answer.
Yeah, I think I can try and use my magic.
One of us. What?
You want to try and use your power?
Yeah.
Okay. You can try, but I'm the chosen one.
What if we're all the chosen one? We might all have the same power.
That'd be a good juke.
The chosen 5.
Well, then we all just fight amongst each other like, no, I'm the chosen one.
No, I'm the chosen one. No, I'm the Batman. I'll just stand on top of the tree. I'm like, I'm Batman. Brooding over the city.
I think that we should go south and down this winding forest trail.
I mean,
Okay.
they're just okay.
I was gonna go north, just to be a dick to the GM.
Remember, you're the
North,
GM
North
always
Dick.
has a big dick.
Okay, bye, Sam.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, I look knowing what my power is, it's pretty clear to me that I am not the one that has the answer here, so I follow Crash.
Sensible.
Bloop, bloop.
Okay, just everybody stop moving. Park yourselves nearby the edge so that I can figure out what you'd see before I reveal things. And I'll reveal more as we go.
This is like playing StarCraft
Yeah.
or
What
any
you
other, strategy. Yes.
Is indeed a winding forest trail. It does not lend itself to much exploration beyond the trail, as the bushes get so thick and gnarled and thorny that you can barely see anything.
Hmm.
Okay, so we just keep walking. Whoop.
Oh no, I'm on the same spot as Dolan.
Get out of my way.
sorry.
As you come to this point, trail, you can see it widening out into a clearing in front of you. You won't see it yet, you will.
Not yet.
Not quite yet.
He's clicking out the boundaries.
Eyes are very slow to update.
Ooh.
Oh no, twigs.
And vines and needles. Oh no.
As you begin to approach, you see these stones here, covered in. I had to. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna out of character for a moment. Out of everything. I had to use placeholders for my characters here because I couldn't find art for these things. So that's why I put labels on, so that when I describe them, you will know what they are.
That's
there's
what
not
it
actually a lizard
looks
there.
Like.
There's not actually a lizard there. No, in fact, what you see is what looks at first like shrubbery and creeping vines growing over the stone bushes suddenly begin to stand upright. The littlest ones are kind of like little mini Groots, but they look purely evil. These ones labeled Twig over here. They shiver and shake as
Like
they,
Spriggans.
yeah, sort of. The ones over here, these ones, is labeled Needle, somewhat bigger. They're about almost the size of a person, a bit shorter than a bit shorter than a short human, sort of say. So like, probably realm size. A little bit shorter than realm, so a little bit taller than Dolan. Very, very spindly. They're all brushy. The little ones are almost like dead, dry twigs that stand up to confront you. The bigger ones look more like live, almost like pine bushes. And even as you watch the pile of vines growing over the stone up there slithers off and stands up, it turns to you and in a weird voice that wouldn't have expected to come from something so planty. It goes,
Chimera costs his mage armor.
Chimera costs his mage armor.
Oh,
Roll for
what?
initiative.
You have other things in Eldritch Blast?
Roll for initiative, peeps.
Roll
Remember
for
to
the-
click yourself.
Can
Click
can I
yourself before you
also
roll yourself?
use my action before the fight starts to summon my blade?
Yeah, that's fine.
A roll
Okay.
for
I'm just going to
initiative.
delete everybody's from now. Do it again, please.
Whap. I love that sound.
Yeah.
Hey, 7. Whoa, look at me. I'm good at this game.
We
Things
lost
worth
Roger.
a while for a change. Wait, what?
Oh,
Roger?
Roger's... That's you.
Where is he?
He died.
He's completely gone.
No.
He's not. He might have had to restart Discord or something. He had trouble last night too.
He is at least on here still, so he's still got internet. But I don't know how quickly it picks up. He hasn't rolled yet though, no. But he might not have, he might have been kicked out before I said
Yeah.
roll for initiative.
Possible. We'll just have to wait then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Also,
We're not used to waiting at all.
since we're not playing right now, I think it'd be freaking cool to try and DM myself one day.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty hard work.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, he's typing.
Oh.
Where?
Oh, good. He's
But
Oh.
back.
on D&D. But it is really fun.
Yeah,
I
it
just
seems like a really fun thing to do.
Don't set your expectations too high in terms of doing what you.
Sorry, what? You're cutting out.
Don't set your expectations too high. Doing what you had planned.
No, don't. So you mean don't be Joe? No. No. Of course, like I would like to build it. Set up the setting and let people just go nuts in it, pretty much.
That's sort of the thing. That's what I'm doing as well. I've got a bunch of different possibilities in my head, and then depending on what you guys do, I move things in that direction. Then
Yeah.
Add more story because I've got a lot of possibilities available, and sometimes it's not exactly what specifically what you guys specifically want to do, but it's there's something that I can pull from different things, different ideas that I had that we can use. It's as a DM, like coming up with stories is less important than being able to. Here's what.
Yeah. It is about the players and not you just like, oh, I want to create this story and you guys are going to follow my story. It's like, no.
Yeah,
You're gonna create
In
their
some
story,
cases you do,
right?
In some cases, you do find a way to hook them back to your story, but so that it still feels like they're doing what they want. Like, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
you've got a cool story, and obviously you want them to experience that DM, but they decide to do this thing. But then you can put something there that gives them a reason to be interested in what you've set up. Like if the original plot hook you put in didn't work, you give them other plot hooks, and at some point somebody's going to go, "Hey, that's interesting," and they're going to go for it. And then you've actually done a better job because then they've got a reason to want to do what you've set up.
Yeah. And also, I just like love setting up things, like just playing around with all this stuff, like the maps and setting up those things. Like all of it was so much fun.
And it's so much fun. It is ridiculously fun. Just for the record, the what's its face, the Vine rolled a natural 20 on its initiative.
Oh my god, a
and I
fucking
was feeling
plant,
good. Yeah.
and I rolled a 7. Yay!
Yeah, let that sink in.
It's okay. The other, fuck, does that sync one? It's okay. Everybody else are better than like. Wait, Twig is actually going after Carrick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they got the same roll, but it has lower dex. Shame, you really rolled crappily though.
Yeah, that's what my initiative
7.
rolls always look like.
What, 7? Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you had to roll like the Twig rolled a 5 and gets initiative. You get +3, and you also only got a 7. So you roll your actual lower.
Yeah.
It's okay. Use up your bad rolls now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how we should look at it.
Oh, shame. He's actually. I see. He's,
Yeah, roll,
roll
20.
20.
Roll 20 just took a while to notice that.
Yeah, because I think it does unless you specifically say exit game.
Oh, you mean that Roger disconnected? Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think they check the connections that often compared to like Discord. Why would they?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a website.
It doesn't make sense to have to do that because a lot of times I exit it without logging off. And when I come back in, it doesn't even show me an ad. It goes bloop because it's like, oh, you're just carrying on.
Yeah.
I don't mind waiting.
I
Can't
don't
guarantee you tonight's
either.
section will be anything along what you guys are used to.
No.
I just want to kill some stuff, so.
You'll get to kill some, right?
Woo!
I mean, we're just about to, right?
Yep.
Hopefully.
Stuff's about to try to kill you. I suggest killing it. These are not dogs that you can talk. Oh, damn. Roger's not here for me to make that joke. I'll wait.
These are not dogs that you can talk to. Oh, Roger's here.
Yeah, but I'm not sure he can hear us.
Yeah, his mic is currently muted.
Or- Maybe we can't hear him.
He's just muted, so I mean, if he's talking. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Is it that bad?
Shit, did it completely... Oh. We feel your pain very much.
Mhm.
We Sapphirs and our Saffrican...
That's why I had pain in my butt this morning. What?
I just realized saying Saffrican... Sapphic means lesbian. I know
Sapphic?
words too. They're all...
Hang on while I.
Okay,
Okey-dokey.
cool. But yeah, our internet is... What's a good word? It's atrocious? Very
Shite.
bad?
I always like shite.
Shite is a good word.
Yeah.
It is. It's just one letter away from shit, which is, you know, the shit is just... eh. But
But
shite.
Shite sounds so much more festive.
It does. Are you back in the PC now, Roger?
Yeah.
Ooh. Good stuff.
But yeah, we just need you to roll initiative one. Ready?
Yeah.
Don't forget to select your character.
Select my character, and click on initiative on my character sheet.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, nat 20.
Are you doodling, Erling?
Doodling.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that doodling in dragons?
Yes.
What?
I take notes, and that's what I came up with the page where I do that.
These are beautiful notes.
Oh yeah. It's pretty cute actually. I hadn't yet. All right. Okay. So you are all about to head into combat. I sound completely natural and normal.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm third. I'm third. Oh, but he still goes first. Poop, poop, poop.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We're actually pretty far away.
Wait. So is he really just like a planty boy?
The
He
plucky
is a
boy.
party boy. He is a Vainu boy.
Viney boy.
Vine elects to move here while waving his. Come along. So Dolan, you're up.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm yeah, my horse came into the dream with me, right?
No, it's just you guys. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. But
Hey, no horse. What a shame.
they didn't want to bring animals across because of the fey stuff. Animals freak out. There we go.
Yeah, but they would have just trampled them. Okay.
Nano machines.
Nano machines.
There anything I can? Can anyone else attack from this distance?
Yes.
I've got a bow.
I got a
Three
bow.
out
I
of-
can attack from anywhere.
3 out of
Yeah.
5 people can.
Alright.
I mean, technically, Realm could chuck her daggers even, so.
The range is a bit of a bitch for
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Just to get a
Oh.
little closer.
I'll move ahead and use my commander strike to order. Who said yes?
I
Uh,
can attack, and so can Kymir and Kirik.
Yeah, Chimera. To order
yeah.
Chimera to attack.
Okay.
So that gives her a bonus, yes?
Yes. Yeah. No. She rolls as normal, and then if she hits, there another D8 goes on her damage roll.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, sweet. Is it your new stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but I need to hit first.
Yeah, you roll to attack as normal, but if you succeed, blammo, bonus damage.
Okay,
Blammo.
this is 35. Yeah, no, definitely I can make that. So, yeah, Vine gets a blast in his butt. Because you're
Blast.
done now. There's nothing else you want to do, right, Roger?
You're going on my attack turn.
Okay, sweet. Please hit, please hit, please hit.
Oh, bam!
No.
Critical.
Bam! Holy shit.
Damn!
Full damage.
Okay, and I get an extra D8 then, right? Is that what you said now?
Yeah.
Does
Okay.
Eldritch Blast crit?
It can, yes. It's basically a normal ranged attack.
So shouldn't you roll again to confirm the crit?
Not in 5th edition.
What do you do here in 5th?
You crit.
Is it just double damage, or?
Yeah, roll 20.
Okay.
You roll a 20, it's double damage. Well,
Okay.
it's damage rolled twice, which in this case isn't double damage. It's 8 damage, plus roll another d8 for damage.
Plus another D8 from Roger's.
Superiority die. Is this now an attack on your attack turn, and then Chimera still gets to take her move? How does it work exactly?
Yes. This replaces my attack.
Okay, so
okay.
you still get another move after.
Okay, so Kaiman gets to attack, and then so it's all told it's 12 damage.
Vine's a little bit shaken, but keeps coming at you. It's little Little bits of vines have been burned off here and there, but for the most part, is still looking okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. So in Carmir's turn, it's a little bit this way because the fight's gonna be here soon enough, but takes another Eldritch Blast at the
Do it.
vine. Please don't mind luck, I've run out.
It's a 15 to hit. That hits.
Sweet. Max
Nice.
damage.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Oh no.
No, not quite.
Not quite.
Two less than max
Yeah, I
damage.
rolled a 10 for the. Sorry, I was looking at the weapons earlier, and I rolled a D8 for the rapier.
Yeah.
Okay.
for the rapier.
Yeah. So another 12.
He is feeling extremely. That second shot blasts through him. Some of his vine bits are coming off his one arm, just drops to the ground, and the vines kind of shrivel up as they don't have magic force going through them.
How do you
Okay,
do
so
that, by the
that's-
way? That effect?
It's FX, and then you add the color and the type of effect, and then it asks you where you want to target it from and where you're going to target it to, and then boom.
Effects? Where?
Let me quickly. 20 chat. It's a chat command, and
Oh,
then
okay.
I just macroed it. Yeah, it's pretty neat. There are a few, but I couldn't get some of the others to work quite the way I wanted them to work. I put it in the D&D thread.
So Sem,
Right. I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to show you one of my brand new tricks.
oh yeah, you've got a new spell.
I would like to cast a spell on this point over here.
No.
On this
It's an
point,
AoE
you
spell.
say? Oh, here we
it's-
go.
Let me click it.
I am so impressed. That didn't syntax error.
Didn't syntax error, yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, all of those enemies, apart from the vine, have to take a Constitution save or take 3d8 thunder damage.
What the hell?
Damn.
Damn!
Jesus Christ.
That is some neat shit, yo.
That is the
Bards
shit.
Who says bards are prissy?
Yeah.
No one?
No one in earshot of the.
Yeah. Otherwise he shatters you.
No one intelligent.
No. Okay. Constitution save, you say?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to roll this.
Six
roll
times.
separately.
Well. In the meantime, I'm gonna quickly go close the windows before mosquitoes start.
Okay.
The taquitos start attacking.
What's the save DC?
Where do I see that again?
It's on your spell. page.
13. That hasn't gone up this level, has it?
I don't think so. It should go up. It just adds
Okay.
your bonus and your efficiency bonus.
Yeah. Okay, so it's still 13. Are you hand rolling these?
Yeah, it's just easier.
More satisfying too.
So you can cheat.
Yeah. Selective rolls. No, this one
He
wasn't
ma-
good
yeah,
enough.
He made a deal with the mosquitoes to distract Erling.
Everybody but this one in the bottom here fails. They take half damage on a successful save. So
Yeah.
everybody takes half damage except that guy. Okay, everybody takes full damage except that guy who takes half. So roll your damage.
Do I roll 3d8 for each one, or just 3d8?
You just roll 3d8. And then each of them takes the same amount of damage. 15.
Wow.
And this was the last time that the DM put the enemies close together.
Well,
That's awesome though.
let's see, how does that work?
Painfully.
As the sound cracks out from that area, you see they've shuddered. You know how when you hear a large impact, you know, it's sort of almost like that's that effect of a fire that warps the air. You see the air warping through them. You see their very bodies warp for a moment, and then every single one of them shatters to dust.
Jeez.
Whoa.
And they're-
That was that encounter. more or less.
You're welcome,
Well
guys.
fucking done. Well fucking done.
Bards are OP.
I can do that twice a day, though.
Please nerf.
Yes, there's no.
Nerf. Your
Okay,
shippy,
so
please.
That brings us to Realm.
Cool. Well, I think I can get to about here, and I'm just gonna cut this guy in the face. And...
Go for it.
Do it. Make my job
Chop him
useless.
Up. Chop him up.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Oh,
No,
That's it.
that's fine.
I'll take
You've
it.
succeeded.
Woohoo!
You sort of stab at them, and you wouldn't think that a rapier would really do so much against a bunch of vines, but it seems as though you've managed to stab right through.
In my hands, yeah.
Into whatever magical or physical thing was going. Because vines just drop apart, and at your feet lies just a pile of green vines that doesn't move. The
So he's
magical sensation completely gone.
he was like a physical, those water benders, like a sentient one, water benders, that those human
yeah.
water benders. Yeah.
That's basically what it is. It's just magically alive. That was that encounter.
Yeah.
Yay!
Stillness descends once again upon the.
You're welcome, guys.
Yeah, you helped so much, Garrick.
Thank you, Carrick, for making this fight awesome.
Happy to help.
Let's get rid of the turn order.
Yeah, let's get rid of Carrick while you're at it.
Okay, I just need to type a message here.
Can I loot the body of the vine? That doesn't make any
You
sense.
find absolutely nothing.
Not even
You
like a
find
leaf.
some vines.
You find
and some
despair.
Sap.
Why is there this?
Sapphire.
Why is this black? This over here. This triggers me.
It's the void.
Well,
We'll
we're
get
on
to
the
that now.
wrong side of that hill. We
Well-
can
No,
see.
we'll get to that in a moment. You can't currently
Oh.
go there, Carrick. Died for stepping in.
I know. It's a trap.
Okay. As you stand here in the clearing, it becomes quiet again. You what looks ahead of you like some cave areas. Let me just get some more real going here. One area of this clearing that is surrounded by brush. You can see the what looks like a cave wall, or a cliff wall or whatever, and up in the north of the clearing is a solid rock wall. That voidy area was just like with a piece that for some reason my image is missing. That's be replaced by that voidy area. It's all just, from what you can see, it's all just a solid rock face over there ahead of you.
I don't.
Okay, so this is all we can see, like down here on the right side. It's all just a rocky like wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Chimera goes to like touch it.
Are you
So,
sure about that?
That's all there is? A rock wall?
A rock wall. That's all there is around here. When you touch it, you just feel.
Like investigate it. So.
Roll for investigation.
Shouldn't I do those kind of things?
Shouldn't
Probably
I
should.
do those kind of things
Okay.
since I have stone cutting?
Well, with your investigation, actually. However, now I've got to type again.
He's whispering again. Who's he whispering to?
Clickety clack.
What?
What?
What? Let me give you
Okay.
some bush.
Hmm.
He turns to Realm and he says, "Do you sense anything?"
Yeah, we should go this way. I don't know how.
there-
But we should.
Special power time.
Please go
There.
ahead, Kyrick.
I'll use my special power, Darth, that has been bestowed upon me by the universe.
Okay, I'm typing again.
Back to typing, I guess.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Tell us, Cacti.
Cacti, you splash. Nothing happened.
All right. I push Kyrick aside and stand in front of the wall and use my own special power. I will attempt to use it in the second to last uses of it, or the middle one.
Let me just quickly open yours, because yours has... I don't remember everything I wrote for everybody. And I wrote yours first, so...
Hey, look
Okay.
at that. We're like an upside down pyramid now.
Yay!
You got that V, huh? What?
Yeah, I was gonna draw something out. Different.
That's an
I was-
upside down tent.
I, would,
Illuminati confirmed.
I just want to say, if I encountered somebody with a V that was exactly... Not one...
You mean that sharp?
You're cutting out a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Why is it always so much in D&D, but otherwise it's fine?
Maybe Roll20 updates a lot and keeps out our internet.
That's possible, possibly because I'm the DM, so it's...
Yes, it's possibly because you're the DM and then you cut out.
He said, "Woo."
Yeah. Okay, I'm typing again anyway. Oh, nice. I got your message, Roger.
Kymir is like swearing under his breath about why the hell they gotta be doing shit like this. You've got other work to do. How did they even end up
I
here?
got places to be and shit to do.
I'm
Yeah.
the mayor, goddammit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be drunk by now.
I'm hungover. Out of character. I'll be right back, actually.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
he's gone to throw up.
I would giggle if he still heard that.
I was kind of hoping he would. You know, you guys realize I made macro attack you. I might just
Wait.
throw more of them at you in a moment.
You're cutting out a lot.
What? What the crap?
Is it? This is not your sensitivity on your microphone. Is it just actually like the packets dropping or something? Or
Yeah, I think so.
It's quite possible. Our internet is also B.
god damn.
Okay.
Wonder what we can do about that. Like, there must be something that we could do to improve it, but what?
I'm just gonna wait for Flint to get back before next thing. Doobie doobie doo, doobie doobie doo. Like, I like ribs, but why cook them in a pan when you can, you know, fry them?
When you can what? Fry them?
Fry them. It's like South African version of barbecue.
Oh, okay.
It's done slightly differently. Where I think barbecue is normally done over the flames, although there's also barbecuing at coals. But it's frying is specifically you make a fire, and when the fire dies down, you cook coals.
Okay, okay.
You're meant to do it on the barbecue, I think. Like you're meant to wait until the fire is gone.
It kind of depends, I think. A lot of people
Yeah,
that I know do barbecue just with the flames.
Yeah, there's different styles because it also depends. Like if you have a gas barbecue, obviously you have to do it on the flames because if you switch off the flames, there's nothing. But the difference there, of course, is you can control the heat of the flames, so you can make sure they're not burning the meat before it's properly cooked, etc.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know there is barbecue that some places and people do where it's like straight up on the fire, and then there's barbecue and or braai, as we call it, where it's like always on the coals.
Mm.
I think both are equally nice, but I think it takes a lot more skill to do it on the flames and not do it badly. Because on the coals, it's like a slow cook thing. You just stick it on there and just wait a while, and at the point it's cooked. On the fire, it's like, oh shit, it's already burnt and it's still.
Oh no. I'm getting so hungry talking about all this food though, and then Fangu or however you pronounce that, is like posting the Norwegian Christmas food. I'm like, oh my god!
We had like cold meat burgers. Just
Cold?
Cold meats, like pastrami and you know this sliced meat that they
Oh yeah, yeah.
refrigerate. What else?
Yeah.
There's a proper name for that. I don't know what it is though.
For like the smoked sort of meats in general, or
Yeah, the whole lot of them. Things like ham and pastrami and silverside beef that they've roasted and then sliced up. And there's a proper name, but I can't remember what it is. We just call them cold meats because you go to the fridge and you eat them cold normally.
yeah. Actually, that reminds me. In English, there's one word I would love to have because in Norwegian, we have a collective word for everything that you use as topping on like your toasts or sandwiches or whatever. Like anything from butter or, you know, meats or like Nutella or whatever. Like there's a collective word for all of that. I wish we had that in English.
We say condiments, that's the same thing, isn't it?
Condiments.
Isn't condiments like salt and pepper?
Isn't
Don't you
yeah,
just-
isn't
don't
even
you just-
wider.
Don't you just say dressing?
No, that's
No,
for
no.
salad.
Okay.
No, this is also for meats and everything else. Like everything that you can put on your bread.
Wow.
There's like
yeah.
one word for it.
Yeah, beleg.
Yeah, beleg. Yeah. That word in Norwegian, or like having that word in English would be great, but there isn't anything.
I mean, condiments comes close, but I think condiments doesn't that normally refer more to like extra stuff you add onto like spices and that sort of thing? I'm not sure. I
And
can't remember.
sauces. Yeah, well, like tomato sauce and mustard and so on are also condiments, but
Yeah.
you don't necessarily put them on bread. You can.
Tomato sauce and mayonnaise on bread is shit.
Things like butter and jam and that though, like if you go someplace where they have like breakfast and they have just like pieces of toast and then all the bits you put on it, they'd call them condiments.
Oh,
Hmm.
I've never.
Hmm.
Maybe that's a like a more regional usage of the word. I've never
Yeah.
heard that used here.
I mean, you wouldn't have it in like day to day.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
That would only be like in a hotel or something.
I think mostly people we categorize it as like meats and then spreads and that sort of.
Yeah.
Are you really back, Flint?
I'm back, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Just didn't want to interrupt the
Okay.
conversation.
Right. As as Dolan extends his hand towards the wall, the stone begins to flow away, almost like sand, but sort of more liquid. And you see a entrance, a sort of cave entrance appear here, which leads into a tunnel in which, forgive me, I fucked up the void part of this tunnel because I didn't know that I had this piece of art available to me, in which you see no floor.
How
No
did we
floor?
successfully reveal this entrance, by the way? I missed that.
Dolan used his power.
Okay.
Use the power.
That's meant to look like void floor. There is no floor down as far as you can see. There's just the winding away around the.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna type another message.
Okay. I'm gonna type one as well to somebody else quickly. And now I'm typing another message. Actually, no. The next part I'm just going to describe as the thing that Dolan does happens. While his hand is still outstretched, a small step closer, and the stone that came out of the door flows forward, beginning to make the solid platform in front of you. And in fact, as if the stone itself knows what he wants to do, more of it flows out of the walls, just almost like a thin layer, but enough that once it comes together, it creates flows in front of you and extends down around the cavern pathway. You can hear it disappearing into the distance inside the tunnel. So you can now all walk on this pathway.
Okay, let's go.
This one, Dolan.
And so we go.
Tell me if there are stripes left done, because I can't see very well if there are.
There's a
If
few
they're,
stripes
if they're
here and there.
minor enough that it doesn't bother you, just keep going.
It's fine.
It's dark.
Dolan.
Oh, did we lose him again, or is he just
Roger?
Yeah, I'm listening still.
Okay,
yeah.
sweet.
All problems.
Oh, shame.
I wish I had some kind of illumination spy.
We can see in the dark, can't we? Everyone apart from Sam.
Me.
Sam is just feeling his way along the wall.
I could actually make a little light, couldn't I? I was only instantaneous. Oh, I might have candle with me though.
No, it's okay. As you begin getting closer to the edge here, you see, in a weird sort of contrast, a darker area ahead of you, and yet there's light coming out of it, as though the area is dark, but there is a light within that area.
Okay.
Let's see, from there you'll be able to see it like so. Crap, I'll have to fix that in a moment. As far as you can see, the cavern widens out in front of you into this almost regularly shaped cavern, but where before you could almost feel as though there was perhaps down somewhere below you a floor. Now there is nothing. In fact, you can literally see what appear to be stars or reflections or something twinkling down in the distance, far below you. And dead center in the middle, floating in the air, you see the gem.
Da-da-da.
Oh dear.
The pathway. Roger's gone. Sorry, let's just wait for him. Oh, you've just gone from.
Yeah.
Wait, did you? Am I counting wrong?
No, it's not on Roll20 anymore.
Well, I'm gonna. Okay, there you are. I'm gonna keep describing and you can still hear us. The pathway itself extends somewhere into the cavern, and as it gets close to the, I'm gonna draw in what, like brown. The pathway sort of comes out. I'm gonna just crap. How do I just draw freehanded? Now it went red again. Stop it. Alright, guys. I haven't done much of the drawing things here. The pathway basically extends out like this, much wider, but as it gets closer to the gem, it finds itself unable to come closer to the gem. There's a barrier blocking access. Everything else is full, but you can't come close enough to touch the gem in any way.
The brown is a path?
Everything on the between the brown and the cave walls is pathway now, but everything on the inside of that circle is not.
Okay,
Right,
okay.
so
It's a
this
big
is
donut.
the floor that Dolan made for
It's the floor that Dolan made for you. As it came close to the gem, it just suddenly
splashed out
splashed, split apart, and made a floor around this invisible
barrier.
barrier that you see ahead of you. As you
Is- Hello?
she's just showing me the areas that I didn't reveal properly.
Yeah, because it looks probably really different for you than it does for us on the screen, right?
Yeah, in order for me to work with things at all, I have to keep things quite opaque on my side so that I can see through where I need.
Yeah, but you can change the transparency on it then.
I can, yeah, I can.
Okay, okay.
I'm pretty sure that the taller ones amongst us can probably leap 10 foot, right?
Just
They
grab a hold of
could,
my
but-
legs and I could just stretch over into the void.
I
They
mean,
definitely could, but you physically get stopped as soon as you come close to this barrier. Everything
Oh,
stops
right.
there. As you stand in this cavern, you hear faintly snatches of music in the air around you.
Ooh.
Sorry, my shape is now in front of you guys, but yeah, everything else is pathway, yeah. You hear snatches of music in the air around you, and when you get closer to the crystal, those of you who are even closer can almost hear music contained within the crystal.
Never gonna give you
As the soothing sounds of Rick Astley, but you hear never gonna, and then it's just stops, drifts away, and then somewhere else in the distance you hear another snatch of music. All these snatches feeling incomplete, like they start out of nowhere and end.
is it all the same song or different songs?
Let you down.
It all feels to you as a musician like a similar song, but disjointed. It's almost out of tune. Within the gem itself, you see it glowing, but it's almost like the magic light that's glowing out of it is stopped by the barrier, and muted by the barrier, restrained by the barrier, and you can only through the barrier very faintly the sound of music coming from inside of it as well, from the crystal itself.
I probably can't cast a spell through this barrier, can I?
No, the barrier is completely impermeable.
Can I
Well,
do an insight check on this? Like, to just use my insight and just
You
magic
can
check
certainly
it?
try.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking
I wanna do
I
something.
should maybe do an Arcana check.
You can both do it. One of you can do an insight check. One of you can do an arcana check.
Because this is probably magic woodgy joogery, but
Yeah,
maybe I can
insight
find
is
out
good
what
for
kind of
magic, right? Or
Arcana is technically the one for magic.
okay.
I just
Ooh,
rolled
You know what? Never
double
mind.
crits.
shit.
I think
Wow,
Kymir
really?
has this one.
Focusing on the barrier, you find it's definitely a magical barrier in essence, and it is definitely completely impermeable. You know of no magic which can break this yourself. You've never encountered this kind of barrier before. As a warlock, you've dealt with magical things, and you've dealt with magical barriers and that sort of thing. But where most of them have some sort of a key, as it were, a thing that you can do that deactivates or breaks through the barrier. This particular kind of magic you've never heard of before. You've never encountered before, where that you would have a clue as to what to do with it. You do see that it's completely impermeable to anything physical, to anything magical. It only appears to allow certain sensations through, as it were, sight, sound, and even those are semi-muted. Like I say, the light inside it, when you look at it, you see the magic pulses, and being familiar with magic lights and that sort of thing, you know that magic pulses that are coming, they should be much brighter. But once they come through the barrier to reach your eyes, they are dimmed down and muted, and they almost look like just little pulses instead of flashes of light.
But that's why the music's so vague. It's blasting Rick Astley at the top of its lungs. It has lungs, and we just can't hear it through this barrier.
I do have a silence spell. It's a 20-foot radius sphere, so that would like cover this whole thing. I'm not sure if that would be allowed because it wouldn't actually be going like through the thing. It would just be going like all the way around it.
Like covers
I
it
mean,
like a.
You can try and cast it, but it is
It's my last spell
from what
level.
Kymir has. Yeah, from
Yeah.
what Kymir has described, this barrier is relatively.
Yeah, no amount
Impenetrable,
of
but-
magic.
Yeah,
can
impregnable.
make
What?
it in. It's just gonna.
Oh, Mina's is trying to say something.
Come again, Roger?
Putting another barrier silent. Cast.
Yeah, just to silence Rick Astley.
Yeah.
That's down the guy.
We have to sing along, and if we hit those high notes, maybe it'll unlock by itself.
Well then, any of you have any of the special abilities that this Fey leader granted us that could get through this?
I don't think my ability will work on this sort of thing.
Okay, I'm just going to reply to everybody now.
I think we should just go home. We can't figure this out. Never mind. Let's go try.
I don't know. That
Wait for
Fey
effort,
gave me the
guys.
impression that we can't. It seems that we can't unless we do what they want of us.
Why do I feel like we're always being blackmailed into doing shit in this campaign?
I know, and we never get anything for it.
Oh, I got
that
to become
is
the mayor.
not true.
What, you're the mayor? I'm not the mayor.
And you got money,
You can be the keeper of the stool.
and you got a potion. Okay, that's one message sent. Okay.
Yeah.
Once again to multiple messages. This one. Okay, and then one more. Actually, I'm just going to reply to aloud. And describe what is happening. Sem begins to summon music almost straight out of the air. In fact, the snatches of music begin to get slightly louder, and instead of being just a little piece of music here and a little piece of music there, where they were all disjointed and all out of order, they start coming from around you in a more regular pattern, such that the song starts to complete itself. So where you would have heard "Never Gonna" on the one end, and then something else somewhere else, "We're no strangers," now you hear "Never Gonna Give You Up" from the other side of the cave.
I've made it worse.
As the
I draw my
Music.
weapons on instinct.
as the music begins getting and more clear, as the song begins to become more whole, the music both outside and inside begins to get louder. You see where there was this barrier that was completely invisible, where you could see nothing, you start to see basically a vibration in the air. And something that almost looks like glass in front of you, shaking under the impact of the sound. And suddenly it just
Stand back.
bursts. There's no shards, no nothing magical, but you see these little almost like crystals, but they're completely what's the word for not touchable?
Intangible?
Intangible. Thank you, Crash. They're completely intangible. They pass right through you and just disappear into the void below the platform. And suddenly the stone platform expands into that area, and you can walk right up to the crystal as this dulcet tones of Rick Astley burst forth from this crystal in full glory.
What have I done?
Have I vastly improved or just massively like ruined this entire session with that?
Yes.
Yes. Thanks. That is the answer I was looking for.
Well, you can now access the crystal.
Access to crystal.
I
Enter password.
do not
Someone,
want to touch it.
Yeah, let's investigate it first, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, who's gonna investigate it?
Carrick?
What? All right,
Why not you?
let's investigate. I shall investigate. Let me push my investigate button. Hello? What? Hello?
What?
I clicked an investigation button. There
Well,
we go.
Not even a syntax error. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it was lagging out.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and use the
The first one.
yeah.
course.
Well, you don't see anything untoward the crystal floating, unlike the ones in most magical RPGs that float up and down. It remains perfectly still in the air. It's almost like it weighs as much as the air around it so that it can just stay there.
Hmm.
Well, they wouldn't leave it unguarded like this, so something's.
Well, that's because we're special and chosen ones.
It was guarded.
Yeah, it had a
By
shield
Rick
around
Astley.
it.
It was guarded by the most terrible man in the history of humanity.
The most persistent man in the universe.
And I mean,
I-
you fought the things
okay.
outside.
Okay, so it should be
yeah,
safe to
Crash?
touch it.
As far
Maybe.
as you can tell, yes.
Okay, I gently caress the.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
As you gently touch it, you hear Rick Astley whisper to you in your mind
Oh no!
a single refrain of the song, and then the crystal quietens down.
Your heart's been aching.
But you're
Now,
shy
you feel
to
it-
say it.
You feel a sense of warmth inside you and just peace, and you find that you're easily able to just push the crystal along as you want to.
So I can push it.
You can push it, and it's also now stopped singing. Time being, if you put your ear against it, you hear it like from the inside, you can quietly hear some Rick Astley refrains there, but it's quietened down, and you almost, as you touch it, you almost feel a sense of contentment, like it feels safe now.
I've heard that one before. I don't trust that feeling.
I suppose we're just gonna have to keep pushing it out, see what happens.
Yeah, so there's no, because over here, is this just walls everywhere here?
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
It's a little tricky for me to reveal everything, but this is just a round cavern with where else to go from here.
Okay,
you
so
have
there's
to-
only the pathway that we went through that we can.
Yeah.
Okay. I pushed the crystal with me like a mining cart.
Roll perception.
Perception.
Everybody.
Anybody.
Everybody.
Perception.
I hate perception
Perception. Where is
because
that?
that.
Because mine is
What the
yeah.
fuck, yo?
Where the hell is that again? Is that a
Nice,
so...
Crash.
It's
There
a
we
skill.
go.
It's a skill.
I was just further down the list.
Whoa.
Oh boy! I made up for something.
Nice,
That-
Roger.
that-
It's my age. I rolled my age.
You rolled your age.
Wait, that was a crit.
Yeah, that was a crit.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that has to
Critical
make up for
perception.
if I'd rolled at disadvantage, we'd have been screwed.
You sense what you had faced before. Just outside, you sense more gathering. I'm just gonna shift them in. You'll if you guys look now, you'll see a bunch of them. In
He's
places.
spreading
You
them
know
out.
they're gonna- No, this was actually part of the plan already.
I was gonna, oh, Flint, do it! And then no.
The rest of you don't know anything as yet. Well, no, Crash also senses them outside, although not with the same crystal clear clarity of exactly how many where they're standing as what Cacti does.
Cool.
I see y'all.
Cacti can hear their breaths.
Okay,
Their
so
heartbeats.
I'm taking it he warns us.
Well,
Yes.
does he?
I do. There,
What do you say to them?
I can sense certain enemies have reappeared outside of the cave. There seems to be 3 larger enemies. Wait, are the vines, are those the largest, or are the needles
The vines were the biggest ones.
Okay, 2 larger enemies, 3 of the smaller ones, and then 4 of the smallest types that we encountered before. They seem to be spread
Well,
out evenly around the same area that we defeated the previous group on.
Well, they weren't much of a problem before, so I suppose we just keep going.
Yeah, but that's because bards are overpowered, but, you know. Half,
Might be able to
half
use that
character.
spell again, eh?
Hey. Let's see how Semjin does his time. I'm counting
Is
on
there
you.
anything you'd like to do before you head out the cavern, perhaps?
Well, I've got my mage armor and I've
That's
still
already
got
on
my
here.
weapon.
Should we hide the crystal or something?
Put a rug over
You,
it.
you can't really. You can't
Um,
really. All you can do is just bring it along with you, basically. I'm
Yeah.
going to leave it where it is for the time being, because I just don't feel like pushing it around. The crystal is relatively irrelevant to the goings on.
Like
right
the
now.
encounters and such?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to take it back. I'm just going to shift it up myself to, like, here, and it's where you can't see it currently, but it will reappear where you should be.
Sounds good.
Nothing else you guys want to do?
I don't really have much I can do besides just perception checks, which I already did.
Okay, well, roll initiative. Let me just delete all your previous initiatives.
Initiative.
But move up to the cave, closer to the cave entrance first. Or actually, it's fine. You guys can start from here because you already know what.
Yay! I roll like shit again! Woo!
Nice one, Crash.
Jeez.
I'm
I don't care with perception though. I want to roll that when I'm killing them.
What's wrong with us?
Yo.
Are you really asking that? That's a lot of things.
Crash is sucking all our luck.
Sorry.
Should suck something else. What?
I would.
Suck.
Yay!
Suck that GIF.
Oh, no, suck. Fuck that suck.
Fuck that suck. But that's what they do.
I mean, that is kind of the thing, isn't it?
"20-foot radius. These guys are still not safe from my fucking lightning bolt."
I told you that this was already the plan.
Wait, are you casting it at a higher level? Because this one says 10-foot radius sphere.
Oh shit, that was I was looking at the wrong spell.
No.
Yeah, it is a 10-foot radius spell.
Last time you
you're
did
right.
cast it at 10 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just like.
It was in it. They were all within 10 feet. So
Yeah, that was fine.
Okay, I could not get these 2 needles over on the right. Or
At
this
least
one
for
too.
now.
Realm, your move. Then
Then every bloody one else.
Can I try and do like hide and do a sneak attacky thing?
you can, sure.
Sneak attacky thing. I like it.
So roll
stealth.
roll stealth. I'm going to have to counter roll.
Their perception.
Yeah. Okay. What did you roll? 23. Nice. Okay, I just need to roll 1,000 damage quickly because I have to roll their counter. They're all trying to spot you, and I have to roll separately. Do they have any? Hey, you're in luck. Wait. Oh, of course, yeah. You're invisible.
Yay!
Hey, good job.
None of them are aware of your presence anymore. They thought there was a creature. They thought there was something there, but they figure in the darkness of the cave, they mistook it for just a shadow behind Dolan, and so all they see is Dolan nearby the entrance of the cave.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I don't think I'm close enough to attack them. So maybe if I move out the cave to like here, and then maybe throw a dagger at like this dude.
All right, you know you'll become visible to all.
I'd stay invisible until
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I'll
we
just,
join the fight.
maybe
Yeah,
I'll
till
just,
we distracting them.
yeah, maybe I'll get a little bit closer then. Can I get a bit closer? Maybe here, and then just stay
Yeah,
there.
you can go there. That's fine. So you're just gonna chill there for the.
Yeah, I'll just chill.
All right. Well, seeing as they can see nobody else. The first needle charges in and moves to attack you. What did we get? What I'm doing here is I'm doing both, but I use the first roll unless it's advantage or disadvantage. Because I had to set up these macros myself. The game doesn't have these creatures. So that's an 11 to hit either way. So that's nothing on you.
Okay. I will use another one of my new skills. I
Sure.
use Riposte, or however
Ooh.
you say that.
Riposte.
Riposte. Yeah.
Yeah. How
Because
does that one work?
When a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction and attack with a melee weapon against the creature. And
Nice.
add my superiority die to the damage roll.
Okay, so if you hit, bonus damage.
Yeah.
Do it.
Nice.
Fuck. Every time you use a command, you guys get a critical.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Okay.
How do-
Roll damage and add the d8. What's the total there? I'm blanking.
Mm.
9/13. Yeah.
Yeah. As the needle blight charges up, just slightly taller than you, it takes a swing with its needly arm, misses. You block its arm with your shield, slide it off, smash your right through it. It just pops in half and dies.
Nice.
Again, the bushiness, the shrubbiness of it just withers up. and you basically see just this pile of branches and leaves on the floor in front of you. The second needle charges into here, and he takes a ranged shot at you. You see him raise his hand, and these sharp, almost like pine needles, but just sharper and harder, pop up in his hand and spray out towards you. The damage is actually not quite... I'm going to use the same... Damage is actually not quite the same, so if it hits, I'll just have to no. It sprays harmlessly against the wall of the cave. Third needle tries to get a more direct attack on you. Fires off again.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, it does not hit. So the Twiggies. The Twiggies do their best.
What can they even do?
Run, and they can try to stab you with their splinters.
Splinters are pretty horrible.
They are pretty horrible, but you know.
They've actually got like sort of claws, but the claws are oh, what the hell?
Is it a Santa Claus?
It's not quite a Santa Claus. Of course, the problem you've got here is that these guys are so tiny they can all fit into one space. Like, they're physically just that small. That's a bit untidy, but they all come charging up and then stop at the entrance to the cave, looking back at the vines back here. Vine men. First one comes charging in. I'm going to get rid of corpse that was there, because this guy's now. First one comes charging in, and he attempts to take a shot at you.
Attempts, yeah. Weak.
Did it roll properly? Looks like it. I can't tell where all start and 19.
It has like a little separation thing.
No. That's the same as my armor class. Does that mean hit or miss?
I believe it has to be the same to hit. I think it has to equal to hit. Let me just quickly make sure, because I always forget. I get a bit stuck on that. Flint, do you maybe remember?
For what?
When you're rolling to hit, do you have to equal or do you have to beat armor class?
I think equaling is enough.
Okay, let me just quickly check, just to make sure. Okay, equals or exceed. That is a for 5 damage.
All right.
And the second vine comes charging up behind the first one. You happy now, Sam?
With what?
These poor defenseless creatures who know no other way to attack the.
Then cluster up, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that again. It's kind of.
I mean, it's gonna take a long time to clear out those twigs. Otherwise, it'd be a bother.
Yeah, I think that's the only area of effect spell any of us has.
Are you not going
The
to feel
second
bored if I just like blast everything?
I'm more concerned with maybe saving your spell slots.
The second vine slams his hands into the ground, and you see the vines in his arms start to creep into the ground. And in a 15-foot radius, so that goes
To here.
Where's the ruler? Yeah, it goes to there. Like, can you guys see my ruler?
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Around like this. Basically, just barely missing Realm. And
Barely missing everyone except for Dolan.
Yeah.
Dolan is in the area, but don't worry, it's not a
Well, I mean, at least, you know.
attack thing.
Instant death.
Yeah.
The terrain gets covered in these vines, which you can see are going to make it very difficult to move. And Dolan, I'm going to need you to give me a strength saving as the vines begin to come out and attempt to grasp you.
Which do I click for the saving throw?
The one that's in the little box, not by strength itself. There's a area where they're all listed together.
Just in the.
See.
Oh,
Just below
okay.
proficiency bonus. Yeah, it says saving.
Yeah.
See. Okay. Unfortunately, the vines manage to grab you as you attempt to struggle out. They grab hold of you, and you can still move. You can still swing your weapon. But unless you manage to free yourself as an action to free yourself, you are unable to move away from there, and you are at disadvantage to hit and they're at advantage to attack you because your movements are very restricted now. Sam.
If I walk into the area where that vine just did its thing, is that going to tangle me up as well? Or is it a one-time?
You can try, but it seemed to be that the vines are now just covering the ground, whereas a moment before they were whipping around and trying to snatch at anything in that area.
And we should set them on fire. Sorry, Dolan. I don't know.
But he can still make it to here without.
That's in the area.
That's in
Oh, is
15
that-
feet, yeah. Because I can't really shoot any arrows from here. I'm not sure if I can cast magic like through Dolan.
can.
Yeah.
You can cast through Dolan. You can see past him, and you can. That is a space that you can use there. So you don't have to here specifically.
That's true. So, well, shall I do the thing?
Do the thing.
I think we need it.
Alright, so here was safe. I'll stand here. And, yeah, by my calculations, a 10-foot radius, if I focus it on the one where all the twiggies are,
Yeah.
then that should hit everything.
Kill the
That will
Twinkies.
hit everything except your people.
Yeah. I'm carefully choosing not to hit Dolan with this.
This seems wise.
Yeah. Shall I click it again?
That's probably best so that I know exactly how it works. Okay, con saving again.
I guess I could turn that
okay.
into attack spell since it's 3d8 only once, because I thought it was like 3d8 for each enemy, so I shouldn't make an attack. But
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. But if you
Yeah.
roll as an attack spell, roll to hit as well, which in this case it's a saving throw.
okay, fair enough.
So it's you can make a macro for yourself. Like I have them listed here: needle attack, twig attack, vine attack.
Yeah.
You can make a macro for yourself that goes roll 3d8 for that spell.
Well,
Okay, so
I'll roll it anyway.
let me start at the top here. And keep a note of whatever the damage is because I have to see save or. Okay, you said the DC on your spell is 13.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's con.
Please die.
Thunder damage. Not lightning damage. It's just very loud.
Thunder damage.
Very loud damage.
Yeah.
Okay, as the what's the total damage here? 13. Half of that would be rounded up or rounded down. I can never remember that either. I believe it's rounded down for damage.
I think you round most things down apart from your HP. Yeah.
Yeah, everything. I think pretty much everything is rounded down. So yeah, so it's 13 damage or 6 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. The vine creatures here, you see that they sort of take the impact, but they shrug it off. They're a bit hurt, but they're not by any means destroyed. 3 of the twiggies are straight up obliterated by the noise. The last one, you see it struggling. It's trying. It attempts to not die as this cacophony hits it, but it fails and it falls to pieces.
Rip.
The token is as big as the little tag is as big as the creature. The 2 needles here at the back, one of them also keels over, falls to pieces as the damage hits, but the other one just he gets semi knocked down for a bit, knocked back a bit as well, and then he gets up, looking very unhappy, but still alive. Chimera.
Just before we move on, I'll show you. I want to test something. I tried making it an attack now, so if I click that, yeah, it just that's a better way of doing it, I think.
Very nice.
In future, yeah. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, that works. I like that. Then we already know what the damage is and everything is there.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Chimera.
Would I be able to fire off some magic at the guy from here?
Would, but if you move in there, you have to make a strength. Yeah, you have to. Your movement speed is halved. Walking in there as you struggle to walk over the area. That's it. Yeah, all you can do. All that happens is as you begin walking in, it starts slowing you down. You find that you're incapable. You're clambering over roots. You're tripping up a little bit. You're stumbling around.
Okay.
But now you can take a shot.
Okay, I take a shot at this guy because he's closest. I wouldn't.
Sure. It's just a regular attack shot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
What?
My other aren't particularly useful for this.
That's a hit.
Okay, sweet.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, good.
Ooh, that is an unhappy creature now. As your blast sears through him, you see bits of vine once again start dropping off of him. The creature is looking very roughed up, screeching in its weird little voice, and starting to look a little bit panicked as well. Carrick.
Yes.
Wait,
Do a thing.
did I not get my turn this at all?
Oh, sorry, I forgot about you there. Sorry, Dylan. You're up.
Okay.
Because when you attacked earlier, Dylan
Yeah.
already attacked.
Yeah. Those reaction things are gold.
You are, however, still restrained. You can attempt to free yourself, or you can attack. If you attack, you'll be doing it at disadvantage, though.
So freeing myself would only give me the ability to move.
Yes, it would. It would take too much effort to do that. You wouldn't be able to attack as same moment.
But you are going to roll at disadvantage to attack the
And
creature.
they'll roll at advantage to hit.
Yeah.
All right. I will make a strength saving throw. Again.
See if you can break free. Ah, damn it! Not quite. You're
Right.
still restrained.
I will use my action surge to give myself an extra action.
Try again.
Yeah.
I just realized I should put you below Chimera anyway because Dex is a bit higher.
But I'm not
Oh man!
Come on.
That was a critical shame. Well, it doesn't do anything more other than just almost feels like the grip solidifies a bit on you, but you shrug, you wiggle up around a bit and it goes back to what it was, but you're still stuck, attempting to get out there. Carrick, that brings us to you.
Okay.
Do it.
Blah, 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 blah. What can I even do? A lot of things. I mean, I can't really move very far at the moment. Would I
You
be
move
able
exactly
to?
here.
Would I be able to move and shoot anything from here, or is that too obstructed?
I'm
Well-
gonna rule that you can see the front guy, but you
Yeah.
won't be able to see anybody behind him.
But it's
It's-
a second
it's-
guy that's gripping everyone, right?
Yeah, he's the one doing the grippy thing.
But if we can just get through.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just kill this one first.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
It's funny
So I'm gonna put on
because-
my hunter's mark on him.
Nice, good.
Nice.
Um,
I'm very
Good
proud of
boy. Yeah.
people.
I played a hunter in World of Warcraft. That's like one of our main abilities.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Or
we're
used to
very-
be.
We're very proud, nevertheless.
Thanks. Yeah, it used to be one of the like main abilities. You have to actually manually put it on, and you got like crit buffs and whatever.
Nice.
So
Well,
I'm actually,
there you go.
it's
then.
actually very familiar to me. It's just D&D is new, so I needed to think. But yeah, I put my hunter's mark on him, and I don't need to actually activate it or anything in the game or in Roll20.
No,
So
you're just gonna roll your own d6.
yes, so I
Additionally,
take aim and I shoot at him with my bow.
do it.
I don't know what that accent was.
I still don't know what that accent is.
Me neither. Maybe one day find out. And then
That's a hit.
1d6.
Yay!
Damage plus a 1d6.
1d6.
Remember the 1d6 is to add to your damage.
Yes.
Click on longbow.
I,
here in the chat. There we go. Okay. So you hit him for 5 damages.
Dude, I
Whoa.
hope that's enough.
It's not.
Die, 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 die.
Your arrow sinks in, and half of what was left of its arm falls off. With the other arm, it grabs the arrow and pulls it out, almost rips it out, pulling even more vines loose. Its one arm is hanging limply. It's still alive. Chucks the arrow down and stands there quivering with hate and rage. Realm,
Okay.
you're up.
Okay. While they can't see me, I'm gonna go over here,
Yes.
and I'm gonna sneak attack this dude, so that I do another 1d6 damage on top of if I hit him.
Sure.
Stab the ever-living life out of him.
I will do
And
my
with your
best.
sneak attack, you roll advantage.
Okay. Damn it!
Bollocks.
Okay, I was going to check something about automatic criticals, but since you missed, you don't do critical damage.
Sorry,
And
guys.
you do unfortunately reveal yourself to the...
Yeah. But it doesn't matter because I can get away from him. 'Cause...
Yeah, you got... shit. You got good runs. Sorry, Erling is just spraying Peaceful Sleep on.
I was gonna say, like, are you having like a fit or something, or is it just spray can?
No, we've got really bad mosquitoes, and the Peaceful Sleep spray helps to stop them from chewing up every inch of my body.
Yeah.
But I keep forgetting that she always sprays it on my neck, and my neck is, well, it's a neck, and the spray is ice cold. And then every time I'm like, yay, my arms are done, my legs are done. I get back to my computer, and then it's just like, in my neck. I'm like, really grateful on the one hand, but on the other hand, I keep forgetting it's going to happen.
I'm supposed to say this like that.
She doesn't warn anything.
Of course, she enjoys that, doesn't she? Like it, I do.
Anything else you'd like to try and do with your before we move on, Realm?
You can come cry with me if you want.
I don't know that there's anything else I can do if I've done a sneak attack.
You have any abilities that you could use or something? I'm not sure what you have to use. Oh, for fuck's sake.
What?
No, I just, my stupid browser opened the link in a different window than it was supposed to.
Oh.
I ruined the recording restart.
Oh well, it doesn't. It doesn't matter much. I'm going. If you're fine, then I'm going to move on.
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
Okay, so vine number 1, unable to retreat out of the exit of this cavern, takes another swing at Dolan. At advantage, unfortunately.
23.
Oh, that is definitely a hit for 7 damage.
Ooh.
Ouch.
We still got 2 people who can cast a healing spell.
It's true.
You guys will be fine. Vine number
Maybe.
2 turns around to take a swing at. Takes a step back. Unfortunately, this does not cause the vines to here, as they are still on the ground. But he turns and takes a single step like that to attack Realmovic. 12 or 11, that either of them, right?
What do I need to?
What's your armor class?
14.
14. Oh, I keep on forgetting. I put it in your token green thingy myself so that I would know.
Oh yeah, it's 14.
Okay, so you are fine. Sim.
And because he's ending his turn there, I can move away from him
Yes, you can.
like that.
I'm
Like
just-
suck it.
When does this needle get to go? I'm just seeing that I don't see.
What
turn
happened to
for-
his? But they were in the same turn. I deleted the twigs. I must have accidentally deleted the needles as well. Oh, you know what happened was the one that I used for the turn order, was the very first one. So when I deleted it, it left. But I'm gonna give it 13 because I know it was all of the enemies in between round them.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna take this one. Add a turn for him. I'm just gonna put him in as like 12 so that he moves after the vine does. Okay, then I'm gonna just move him now. Delete that one. Realm, you can move up to half your. You can move up to 15 feet away if you want.
Okay. I'll stay here for now because I don't get too far away.
All right.
He can't get me, can he?
This one down here can get up to you. The other one has finished moving, so there's nothing he can do at the moment to attack you.
I'm gonna risk it. It's fine.
This one takes a step closer, and he seems somewhat torn as to who to attack. Crowd up here, his leader up there, but he's got this one out here who presents a more clear danger to him. And when the other needle, this one here, then begins and pointing it at Realm, so he takes a shot at Realm. Like I said, when I do this, it's going to be the attack roll is correct, but the damage roll is incorrect. But it's a miss anyway because he rolls 12. No advantage on this one, so you're good to go.
Me?
Sam.
Yeah. I can probably step past my allies here, right? Because I'm a halfling.
You should be able to.
Yeah.
There you go, sir.
You went into the void.
Well, I mean, I'll also accept standing this space or this space here. The only place where there's literally only one to move is the cave entrance itself, right there and there.
But I can probably move past the others to come here, for example.
That's in the cave entrance space right there. Just one block back, there's a space on either side. Well, no, not on
like
either side,
here.
just there, yeah.
Yes.
Could you
Yeah,
reveal
this is
that
fine.
to us? Because it's kind of
Yeah.
blacked out.
Just a sec. Wait, which button is now?
The button.
Yeah, I'm not really sure I can cast any more useful spells because my other attack spells are like they require the person or the target to understand the spell to take damage from it. I'm not sure that vines and needles are sentient enough to.
Well, vines talk to you. They shouted at you.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, nah. I'm just gonna attack this vine with my dagger. It's so good.
Just give me
Hey my god!
11.
That is unfortunately not a hit.
Damn it.
You swing, but all you hit is bits of vine that are already fall off, so it doesn't have any effect on this or bedraggled thing.
Yeah.
Dolan?
You want to
Chimera first.
yeah.
Yeah, because Dex is higher. It keeps on because you got it's sort of descending and then alphabetically. So, Chimera.
Okay, let's finish off this guy. Can I? No, there's no space. I want to say jump over and land on top of him, stabbing him with my rapier.
Okay.
Like do this sort of a wall run.
Give me an athletics check, or no, an acrobatics check,
I just wanted to say it. No. I suck at that.
which will be opposed on his athletics check. You can actually successfully land on him. You manage against all odds.
Okay, sweet.
Woo!
Throw me an attack roll.
Ugh.
You managed to land the hit too.
Are
Wow.
you?
What the heck?
You go running
Barely
in
again.
Dolan's, Dolan's sort of entangled form is there, but as you sort of push off the wall, he kind of gives you a nudge to the side, place your hand on his shoulder, and swing over.
Yeah.
As you come down on the vine, Vine Man tries to block you in the air, but because your rapier is so thin and sharp, this glowing rapier of yours, which isn't really there because
Well,
it's your
it's not really
summoned
glowing,
weapon. It's just this ethereal sort of thing.
though. Yeah.
And as you come down on him, it just slips right past his hand into his head, and finishes off whatever remained of his life there.
What?
Nope, he's dead.
Is he dead? Even on
dead.
3?
Yep.
Wow. Whew. Okay. We got this guy out of the way.
You literally couldn't not kill him
Wow.
at the hit points he was at and the damage you would do, because your minimum damage on this, and he had 2 hit points left.
4. No. Sorry.
No, 3. 1 from the D8 and 2 from your dex.
Why does it say plus then? Interesting.
Oh, because you get to add your charisma bonus.
Oh.
The charisma bonus is to hit.
Yeah. I don't know. It's 1d8 plus 2 dexterity.
Yeah. So, but it rolled the damage correctly. That was the to hit that it there.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one is dead. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it because of obstruction of justice. That is Chimera. Dolan.
I'm going to use my second wind to give
Alright.
myself some extra health.
Go for it.
Hang on a second. I haven't changed this yet. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. That's almost all the damage they did to you,
Nice.
I think.
Back up to 20. Can I still use a strength?
Yeah, you can
Save
still
the-
take one action to try and it'll be using your. You just won't be if you do get out, because you'll have to use your move action to try and do this now. What's left of your chances here? Okay, you
Yes!
as you collect your strength inside you,
Holy crap!
vigor rising up. You give that roar that you gave. Then you just pull up, and all the vines just pop off. Some of them pop right out of the ground. Some of them snap on your arm. It's just bits of vine shooting everywhere.
Yeah, second wind.
You stand
indeed.
You stand there ready to go again. But that brings us to Carrick.
Yay! So if I move over here, will I get vined?
You won't get grabbed by the vines, as your friends have shown, but speed.
Okay, but I should be able to shoot this guy now then.
And what are you remembering?
My hunter's mark.
Good boy.
Place hunter's mark on the vine guy, and then I get ready to shoot again. Let's
I'm
see if
going
I
to-
actually don't suck tonight.
I'm going to use a thing to mark that you've got a hunter's mark on people,
Yeah.
so that we know. Shit, I think I'm going to use this.
Oh, yeah, that's very apt.
I like it.
So you know that whichever person has that on currently has your hunter. So if somebody dies and has that on, then you've got to remember to just move.
Okay. Let's see. Nice. Smells like fun.
What?
I heard something. Anyways,
Yeah. It was about farts and butt sweat.
okay. That sounds like fun.
Okay, and you're gonna take an attack, right?
I'll take
That
a day
is
attack.
definitely a hit.
Oh, that looks like a hit to me. And then D6. Gimme,
Damage
gimme.
first, and then
Yes!
Oh, nice.
Woo! And then I click on the longbow, and then we kill everything.
Click on longbow. Almost max damage. Actually, max damage.
That is max damage, yeah.
For
You just
service.
made a full max damage attack.
Look at me, I can be useful sometimes.
Yay!
17! That is
Holy shit!
great.
Your arrow thunks into this guy and literally just rips a chunk of vine out of him. Somehow the arrowhead seems to have caught something that just, pulled a bunch of vines, like a knot almost in the vines that ripped a whole chunk out of his side. His one shoulder and his arm just fall off, rolling behind him. Bits of where a human's rib area would be just gone from the side. He's basically like got this one part of him it looks like somebody took a bite out of the side of him. He's still standing, but he is not necessarily standing for long. And he's starting to sway and almost fall over every step. Ralph.
Okay. I might try and get this needle dude then,
Okay.
and I'll sneak attack him so I get extra damage.
Are you going to try and hide first then?
I don't think I have
Okay.
to. I think I can just sneak up on him and he doesn't realize.
Okay, you'll still have to roll stealth for me though.
Okay. I will do that.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Oh my
As you
god.
slip sort of behind the rock, that big standing stone that he's at, he loses sight of you and doesn't even hear you. He simple sort of nature creature that he is, he must be gone.
Yeah. Complete
So you can
lack of object
Attack with
permanence.
advantage, that's a hit,
Good. Good.
and then you get damage plus d6. Well, that's already good.
I think it's already dead.
10 damage, yeah. As it sort of peeks around the corner, sees you're gone, and slips back, just as it stands back upright and focuses dead ahead on Chimere. Chimere from his angle just sees the point of your rapier come out between his eyes. They have like basically like faces, and between where the eye shapes are, this blade point just slides out, pulls back out, and his whole body just crumples apart into little twigs lying there on the ground.
And you
Nice.
become a pile of sticks.
Pile of firewood. Oh, now I deleted the turn
Vine.
for the vine, but it's fine. The needle is done.
Oh,
The vine I know
doorbell.
goes now.
What was that?
This
symbol
last
I gotta be
for
right back.
anyway?
Okay, no problem. We'll probably finish the fight before you get back. This vine starts to run. Sam?
Right. I can probably kill it anyway. I'll move out into the open. And yeah, it's no problems to take a shot from here.
Go for it.
23.
That's a hit,
Yay!
and that's a kill.
Yay!
As it bolts away, you step out. You carefully take aim. You almost you caress the bowstring, the arrow as you pull your bowstring back. Let fly this graceful arc that flies out and hits a dead center in the back, right between where its shoulder blades
Right
would
up
be
the-
if it still had both shoulders.
Right
And
up the...
don't come back. I see, that's the wrong word.
And that is that encounter over. So I think we will just wait for Cacti to come back.
I might
Uh,
just run down to the loo really quickly then.
Okay.
sweet.
I'll be like a minute.
To redeem,
Yes, Roger.
to redeem himself, Dolan, uh, very red in the face and sweaty, he nevertheless pulls the gemstone out into the clearing.
I'm just
I
gonna
do
put
a
it somewhere where it doesn't hide behind.
I do a celebratory dance to.
To celebrate.
Wow!
Yeah.
That's quite a dance.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can teach the rest of them the steps?
Nope, I've already forgotten.
Bards and their impromptu dances.
Yeah.
You guys having fun so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for shit to really go wrong.
Yeah, I've really bankrupted myself ability-wise.
We still have 2 superiority die left for tactics, right?
I've
And
still
at
got
least-
all 3 inspiration die.
Yeah, you've got inspiration die. You and
Dice.
Carrick have got your healing spell. How many healing spells for you is first level, right?
Yes.
So
I've
now
still
you
got 4.
can cast your first level spells. So you could cast 4 spells, whatever. Carrick can cast 1 because he's got his hunt active, which he will hopefully remember to put on somebody else soon.
I don't think Dolan needs imminent healing.
No, that's actually the nice thing, Dolan. Using your surge now, your second wind, means if there's another fight, then they can focus on the healing there, whereas that was pretty much enough for this fight. Gave you
Yep.
almost, I think your max is 23.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're basically sorted. How many of you have played Undertale?
I have, as you know.
Yes, that I know. Undertale's. I've only done the. Roger, did you play it?
No.
Oh man, you should. It's fun.
You may find
mean-
Undertale is closer than you think.
I mean, it's not. A lot of people are like, oh, best game ever, or whatever. I'm not necessarily going to give it that on, right? But it is really good.
I need to
And
play
the
it
music
again.
is great.
The music is my favorite part. Yeah, I got kind of jaded by the ending, and it tainted my feelings about the whole game.
Did you do the peaceful run?
I did a completely normal run where like I only killed things when I felt like I needed more HP. To be
Yeah,
fair,
yeah.
I was playing on a remote connection, so like the input lag was pretty bad, and boss fights were a lot harder than they would otherwise have been.
Wow,
Oh,
that's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there are only 3 runs you can do, and to start off, only do 1.
Yeah,
You gotta do two runs. The true ending or true run or whatever can only be done.
yeah.
But make sure you do the true one before you do the.
You're cutting out. I didn't hear that.
Make sure you do the true run before you plan on doing the evil run, because like I know that if you do the evil one, it permanently taints any other run you ever do.
Yeah, unless you like delete a file in your game file.
Yeah, you gotta completely hard reset the game.
Woo, Cassie!
All right, I'm back.
Okay, we're just waiting for Crash. You went.
No, I'm back.
She's also back.
Oh, you back? Oh, sweet. Wow.
Sorry.
You guys, great timing.
Sinky.
Okay, so
Yes, I just had to
as you,
get my
I'm
cat
assuming
out
you
of the
guys are
house.
heading back to the village.
We're getting back to the village.
The village.
Oh,
The willy?
how long has that been there?
Who dogged us? Gonna guess Flint, because I know Erling is as good like Photoshop skills that.
It's not
I don't-
Photoshop. It's just drawing with the in-game paint tools.
Yeah, but you're freaking good at it.
No.
I thought that was the next
Oh.
enemy.
I mean, I could make it the next end.
I told-
That is fun. That is
I told you
fantastic.
that Undertale was closer than you might think.
Oh,
Is
right.
that what you meant?
There's a Crash. Flint drew a dog from the doggos from Undertale.
His name
One
is
sec.
literally Annoying Dog.
Annoying dog, yeah, the one of whom Dog Song was written.
Wait, what are we talking about?
It's got
Oh.
Annoying dog, Undertale.
At the
I
top
am-
of
Scroll
the
up.
page.
I
Look
have.
in the village.
Oh.
Oh. I was looking in the wrong place.
What? Oh my god. Why?
As you begin to, now I unfortunately couldn't quite figure out a way to. Wait a second, I can.
Hmm.
Stay put. Nobody do anything. You can breathe.
Sound like a dog as well.
Speaking of dogs.
Were we? Were we though? Hold on, I just need to find
Holding on.
my wood. Internet.
My cat was not happy about being picked up.
Oh.
Aww.
Like meow. Like a, yes, cat.
Well, do you want food, cat?
He wants to not be
Okay.
trapped inside of a box.
Of course. As you begin to come closer to the village, you can start moving slowly up the. You find a wall. You guys just for the time being assume you can't see past the walls. Otherwise, I have to go hide everything again. And you see a wall of bushes that you cannot penetrate. That those same ones that you've seen before.
Okay, he said penetrate. Better bring the crystal.
Now I'm gonna use my special power.
Are you going to use your special power?
Yeah, this is my moment, my
This
time.
is your moment. Found it.
I kind of
As
misunderstood the flexibility of, or the lack of thereof the first time around.
Some of them are more, some of them are less flexible, but all of them are very situational.
Yes.
Which kind of counters what I literally just said about flex.
Can I bring myself up there, or
Yeah, you can bring yourself up. Although normally parents are the ones who do that. You encounter this thick wall of bramble and shrubbery and bushes that just cover the entire path back. As Carrick comes closer, he closes his eyes, and Carrick, you sense that this leads all the way to the village, and that it is almost impenetrable. But some instinct within you begins to lead you down the path. You begin leading them through these brambles, and it's a winding pathway. It's not the straight. It's not the simple path that you guys follow. You know, just down from there to there and so on. You're like going up and down and through this path. At times, it seems as though you double back on yourself. But this is a magical sort of labyrinth you're traveling through. Sometimes, when there's what seems like there's no pathway in front of you, a small part of the shrubbery ahead of you just parts, not that not that you're really sure whether they're there. You sort of bypass them, and you stop, you turn back, and there's actually a bit of a gap there. Again, you can't really tell if it's opening up, if the gap was already there, but nonetheless, you manage to lead the entire group. I'm just going to select a lot of you and move you. You managed to lead everyone to there.
Nice.
I'm once again just going to put the crystal out of the way because it's just here. You lead everyone into the village, and the village is in a state of complete chaos. There is a giant white dog terrorizing all the fairies that were here are lined up against this northern boundary of the village. They are bound in these vines and tree roots and what have you that have them pinned down to the ground. And in the center, there stands this mound of tree and root and... sorry, it's actually that big.
It's a nasty.
And Ceres sees you coming, and she says, "It's the creature, it's him, please." So, roll for initiative. Again.
I'm a bit worried that someone whose name is like almost Eris is not going to live out this episode.
I had honestly not.
Oh.
I may have just deleted yours, Dolan. Sorry, that was an accident. I'll add you in. Don't worry.
Oh my god! I did an actual not super shitty roll.
Oh
Wow. Still
wow.
beat you though.
I mean that's not relevant.
Your superiority is irrelevant.
Yeah. I am my own superior.
You rolled a 11.
Yeah, 11.
Okay. Oh, you're up first.
I want to try and hide.
Okay, you're gonna use your bonus action to stealth.
Yep.
Roll me some stealth.
Fine.
$15. Shit, let me just get this. Unfortunately, as it's staring directly at you, you're quite able to hide. In fact, as you do, for a moment, just hold on a sec. No? Well, okay. Let's just hold on. Erling's just checking if our gate's locked.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna quickly go downstairs and get water. Bird is killing me.
How rude.
How dare they do things that are actually smart to do?
The suspense is killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say something pretty...
Were you gonna save me? I hope you were gonna save me.
No, I wonder what he was gonna say.
Oh yeah. I know. Ram died instantly, probably.
Well, it gives me time to check out the Discourse website. Oh, that name triggers me.
Because it's too similar to Discord.
Yeah, if you just slur Discord a little bit, it could sound so much like Discourse. Discords.
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 Discworld.
Discworld noir.
That's what we'll be if we have Discord and Discourse.
I had one of the. I had the PlayStation 1 game of that. I think for somewhere. Discworld something. I think it Discworld noir. Never played it though.
Played the demo. No.
But then again, I have like 400 something games on my PS1. All totally original and bought from the store.
By the store, do you mean that dude?
Yes, the Dutch guy that had like a lot of cigarettes stomped on his floor and lots of empty CDs for some reason, but he had lots of video games too. Very serious guy.
Sweet. Yeah, that sounds like a good honest.
Good, honest business. Yes.
Okay, so as you attempt to sort of fade into the bushes, just for a moment, you swear that the creature appears here behind you and says, "I know you're."
Oh my God.
Well, you cut out a little bit. I didn't hit.
No, you're there. Is that what you said?
Yeah, he said you could have sworn that he appears behind you for a second.
Oh shit.
God fucking damn it.
Could you describe this guy's appearance a little bit?
Well, he's just a great big mound of tree roots and vines and leaves moving. Looks like a really big brother to the vine guys you fought earlier.
Okay.
But Realm, you can still try and do things.
Maybe I'll just try and hit him then.
Okay.
I'm kind of scared of him, but you know. Give me a sec. Oh, I'm sorry.
You take a.
Oh yeah. No, never mind.
No, that's fine. You take a swing at him, and for a second again, you could swear that you hit something, and then you see that he's actually standing a little further away than you thought.
He's creepy.
So that brings us to Sem.
Oh jeez. I'm gonna give bardic inspiration dice to Dolan, since he's generally been our best, or one of our best fighters.
Yeah.
Then I will. I guess I'll just kind of come over here and try shooting him with my short bow.
Go for it. Your arrow flies straight at him, but for some reason you didn't see exactly where he was, and your arrow just misses all the bushes behind him, narrowly missing some of the fairies.
God damn it!
Tied up there.
Ooh.
That brings us to Carrick.
Okay. So everything that we have done so far has failed. So basically, like, it's just like he's just not really there.
Yeah, yeah.
What a
Yeah,
twat.
so far.
Curse shitty rolls.
I will be putting my hunter's mark on him first, regardless. But
Where's the thing? There it is.
I don't know, like, unless I'm misunderstanding my special power, the way it's worded, would I actually be able to use this on him and have any sort of effect, or have I basically used up my my special powers?
No, as you try to use it, you just sense nothing.
Yeah, okay.
From this this monster here.
Okay. But I will also be rolling on, let's see, would an investigation or would a insight be best on this guy? If he's being kind of a douche.
You can try and investigate. Yeah, investigation.
He's being a douche.
You want to investigate his douchiness.
Arcana may be what we need.
Yeah, where Arcana? I don't even have that, do I? Or I do, but it's... No, wait, I don't. It's trash.
You can always roll those skill checks even if they have like 0 or negative modifier.
Yeah, but
Well,
I'm
not sure they
I
can.
don't actually have
You
Arcana.
gotta pick which one you want to do.
Uh,
In the space of a single round, you've only got time to do one sort of check like that.
Right. But I mean, you can do them even if you don't have a tick there.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
okay.
true. They'll just be, crappy.
Yeah.
Potentially.
well, I have 2 in Arcana and I have 4 in Investigation, so... It wouldn't be that crappy, I guess. But I'm sure that Erling has like a lot better, and Erling is a little ways behind us.
Yeah. His Arcana's like 6 or something. No, yeah, he rolls it +3 to Arcana.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna try myself as well. To shoot the crap out of him and see how I fail miserably. I will be moving over. Let's see. How far can I move again? 25 or something, right?
I think it's 30.
You can move 35. You've got that extra super move. Yeah, because you would elf. Super movie. So up to
super
35.
movie. I feel like I'm gonna go here because that should be fine, right? This one here.
Yeah.
No obstruction of justice.
No, you'll be fine shooting from there.
Because I'm somewhat far away from him. He's gonna whack me anyways, but I'm gonna shoot. Oh, does that even hit?
My 15 didn't.
My
Well,
16.
But my 14 maybe. No.
again, you see your arrow flying towards him. But he's just really not what you thought he was.
This guy's a fucking.
We
I
may
don't
need
know.
a new strategy, guys.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use that bardic
Again,
inspiration.
curse shitty rolls.
Now it is his turn. And he shifts, jumps over you, Carrick. He jumps back to here. He jumps back around here. He jumps
he a
back to where
frog?
you initially saw him. And he sticks out a hand, grabs one of the Fae behind him, not Ceres, just one of the random Fae behind him,
Oh fuck, he's gonna eat them.
and looks at her and says, "Such a pretty little thing." And throws it back into the bush, and you hear it screaming, and the shrubs where the Fae go in just shake, and suddenly these bramble vines pull up over it and clamp down on it, and there's silence from that bush.
What?
Dolan?
Well,
Good luck.
are there any pebbles around or something?
Not around here. This is just a beautiful forest. I mean, you can try and score high enough, you might find a pebble.
Could I maybe talk to Dolan since we're standing next to each other? If he does anything,
You can.
and tell him to hang on, hold on to his energy.
You can, yeah.
Suggest that he-
Talking is a free action.
Okay, so I suggest to him that he goes after I do.
Oh, can I do that?
You can delay
You can,
a turn.
you can delay a turn, then you will permanently be in the turn or after Chimere.
That's fine.
I'm pretty sure this is, yeah. He walks to here and uses his special ability.
You see this creature standing before you. See his image shake. Suddenly, there's 2 of them. There's 4 of them. There's 8 of them around you. Then there's 1 again, and then it dissipates completely.
What the fuck?
And instead of that, you see this imp standing in front of you, screaming, "What? What did you do? What did you do?" The bushes that have that clamp down on the Fae disappear, and the Fae even you see was an image. The rest of them are still tied up, but now you begin to notice that they're actually tied up with ropes, and the bushes were just an image overlaid on it. Anything else you want to do? You can still take an action.
Can I still take an action? Okay, well, from I. Ooh, see, is that a concentration? That's a concentration up to 1 hour. Cost with. Okay, so I use my bonus action and I hex him.
Okay. Just click it so I can see what it does.
I will do necrotic damage, 1d6 necrotic damage to him every turn, and I
Whenever you
choose-
hit it with an attack.
whenever I hit it with an attack, and I choose what's going to be important to this guy. Dexterity, I suppose.
Okay.
So he has disadvantage on any dexterity roll.
Okay.
And since that was a bonus action, I can the shit out of him. So I will
Blast
do-
him.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Oh, it's a hit. Oh my god.
So that's 12 and an extra d6. So I do 16 damage to him.
Nice. That one actually went directly on target. He screams, his eyes wide. For a moment, he tries to turn and flee, and then there's nothing left but his wings dropping and a Dopplering distance. Everything that was his body is gone. The imp is dead. The ropes themselves, which were somewhat magically tied, loosen around the Fae, and they are all free. As this imp dies, and as Ceres is freed and begins to come closer to you, you all feel a sense of something almost leaving you.
Oh, fuck. There goes our powers.
The essence that Fae had imbued you with is gone, and you feel this connection that you had to the place and to these abilities that you could do disappearing. Ceres comes closer and she thanks you for what you've done. She says, in the morning, they will be able to conclude the ritual to open the portal to send you back home. But for the night, they invite you to witness their festival, to take part in the feasting and the enjoyment as the crystal is returned and they can finally finish their ceremony and ensure the safety of all the planes once more.
Sweet.
Yay.
Yay.
Woo! We did a thing, guys.
You guys all rest up. You're all fully healed and back to everything.
Long rested.
You're long rested, got all your spell slots back. You have a great time feasting and drinking, and I don't know if any of you guys dance, but there's dancing with fairies, fairy magic shows, and possibly some fairy hookers. I don't know.
Yeah.
In the morning,
I'm dancing.
Beautiful.
Nice.
in the morning, she calls you all, and she has you crystal, which is vibrant now and singing softly. Not Rick Astley, as that is only the song Ritual. It's singing it.
Never gonna give.
It summons you.
Never gonna give.
Never gonna give.
Dolan, you can just put your health up to full if you didn't. And she gathers the Fae around. They link hands and they summon all their magic energy. Doorway opens, but before you can even step through it, the doorway expands and becomes. It turns on its side and it surrounds you almost like a band of this purple energy that the doorway makes this loop around each of you, linking you to each other, but also linked up. And it's Ceres thanks you once again, and she says, "Thanks to you, this realm is secure, and your own plane is safe once more." And
Hey.
she
Exactly how I would react if someone told me I just saved the world.
Hey,
She says-
El Lavau!
this is
That's a dank meme right there.
this is sad for her to say, but unfortunately, you may not remember the events of this night, as within your own plane, this plane is referred to simply as the plane of dreams. The things that happen here are not things that could be understood by people plane when they are in their own mortal plane. But she assures you that they will always remember you.
Aw.
As the
That's cute.
portal suddenly expands, the bands of light that basically made belts around each of you suddenly expand and encase all of you, and then wink out. You all fall into a deep sleep. When you wake up, you're back around the campfire. Jorvith is busy making breakfast. All of you think back, and you think that each of you has these faint memories of this dream, almost as though you had a dream that had occurred in the night. But none of you can quite make out any of the details. You feel as though it was a good dream, a dream that ended well, a dream that was strange in that it reflected a lot of things that you do. A party of adventurers, and you're constantly going around doing random things. I'm going to just quickly do a thing here.
Can I roll insight to try and remember everything?
You can.
DC 50.
Come on, give me the perfect roll. Ah,
What did he roll?
I have failed myself.
Well, you think back and you think to yourself, that was definitely a dream.
What a dream that
It
was.
definitely did feel good. And that's really all that you've got on that.
Yeah, that
Sorry, I'm
sounds,
just
sounds
looking
like
for a
you.
document on my computer quickly.
That's about all I have to say about that.
It's time for more sharing of documents.
Sharing is caring.
Jorvith sees you all wake up, and he was wondering if I would have to wake you up myself. It was becoming rather late in the day, you see. Done so much work recently, so much good work for us, that I thought you deserved a bit of a rest. Once we are in Gamia, there will not be much time for such frivolous things as simple rest. But while we are here, you look around, you see that Tessie and the other girl, I forget her name.
I will tell you now.
Yes, tell us. Good keeper.
The DM can't remember.
Ferda.
Ferda, yes. Tessie and Ferda. I made her kind of grumpy because I named her after an A. He says, Tessie and Ferda, unfortunately, they have decided to run ahead with their horses that they have. They can move faster than we can with our cart. But they left me with these, and he pulls out of his bag 5 amulets on chains. Each of them looking slightly different. They're each a unique amulet. This is going to take a little off me to do, but I'm going to describe them as... He turns... I'm doing this in the order that I'm copy-pasting it, sorry. So it's going to be in my order of preference. He turns to Relmovic, and he says, this amulet is yours. It's an amulet that looks... It's a circle, and within the circle you see an eye, and in that eye, the eye itself is a gem, but within the gem there is a small gold piece. He gives you this amulet, and you should now have in your journal what the amulet does.
Very useful.
In a journal? Where?
No, not you.
Is this allowed to be public information?
Oh.
It can be public, but I'm just sharing it with one person at a time for my own sanity. You guys can share with each other what they do. I mean, I suggest you possibly do, because it's cool shit. I've spent a lot of time designing these. They're homemade items.
Nice.
I get to be able to sense treasure.
Oh.
How cool is that?
Holy balls, that's
Yeah.
awesome!
Very apt.
Yeah.
Turns next to Chimere, and he gives the following amulet. He says, this one also looks like an eye, but unlike a human eye, it looks more like a cat eye or a monstrous eye. And it has etched text inside of it. Somehow there's text etched inside of it in a language that none of you can understand, I think, except Chimere. What are your languages again?
Basic and infernal.
Dwarven
Yeah.
and common.
Common. I'm in Star Wars now.
Basic, yeah.
Basic.
Infernal, yeah.
Yeah, the text is etched in infernal, but it seems to shift. The letters themselves in there seem to shift. It says, one thing, and sometimes it says another thing. Mostly, it seems to shift for you between words truth and true and false. True. You should be able to see that now.
Maybe I should refresh this. See it?
Did I forget to actually? Yeah, I forgot to actually click the share thing. Sorry. There you go. Also, once we're done, you guys have to share the names because I spend a lot of time coming up with their names too, and I am pleased with myself. I just love it. It's the first time, you guys gotta know, this is the first time I've created items for a D&D campaign.
We're the first
Looking
ones.
forward to it.
Next, he turns to Sem, and he says, here is yours. The amulet, again, all of them have the ring base around, and then inside it is a golden, it looks like a pair of lips that are open, silver tongue, and on the silver tongue in small gemstone are notes that are placed on it as though the notes are coming out of the.
Cool.
Cool.
I forgot to share that with.
I don't have a handout yet. That's why I was not reacting.
I was like, I click share and I'm like, I just forgot to not share it.
There we go.
Forgot to share it. Okay, there you go. Next, he turns to Dolan. He says, Dolan, the leader of this group.
Indeed.
But as a leader, you know that you are...
Unquestionably.
As a leader, you know that you must in front to defend your people. And so we give you this amulet. It gives you an amulet which has the ring, and on it, it has a shield, which is made of gold as well, but it's carved in such a way that it looks as though it's made of stone. Did I share it properly with you?
Where would it appear?
Journal.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
There you go. And then finally,
Thank you.
he turns to Carrick.
Sounded like a Murloc.
A little bit. Well, they're a little bit more watery, but pretty close. And to you, he hands an amulet that looks also like an eye. The eye theme is pretty common here, but this one looks like either a feline eye, like a big cat, or like a big reptile, like a crocodile sort of eye, snake eye, something. A hunting animal eye. And the eye itself is a gemstone, and in front of it are green shards of gemstone made to look like, basically they look like grass through which the eye is peering.
Let's see. Let's have a look-see.
It should currently be in your handouts.
Oh. Okay. So once per day, I
Does
can
anybody
grant
else-
a bonus
want to
to.
share?
Yeah. Once per day, I can activate this and get a bonus to any of my nature, perception, or survival checks, as well as dexterity and saving throws. With the strength and length of the effect determined by d20 rolls. So if I roll anything between 2 to 10, I get a +2 bonus. Anything between 11 to 19, I get a +3. And if I roll a 20, I get a +5 bonus on my roll.
Hey.
And the effect lasts an hour. God damn. That's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
Mine's a little bit
I'm-
similar. It's kind of like my bardic inspiration. It also depends on what I roll. Like 1 is the worst, and then 2 to 10 is the next best, then 11 to 19, and then 20. And depending on how high I roll, I can either give myself or someone else like an extra roll on their check.
Cool.
Wow. So that's then 2d6.
Well,
It's a
I
one.
mean, you
It's a
just-
1d4 if it's on a 1. It's no effect. Then it's 1d4. Then it's 1d6, and then finally it's 1d6, which I can also apply to an enemy as a penalty.
on its next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, the enemy one applies on its very next. No, this one.
Yeah.
My amulet can gives me the option to increase my AC even further. For depending on how well I roll, it's for 1 or 2 or two rounds or for an hour.
Wow. That's pretty hectic.
Yeah.
Powerful. What's it called?
And it's Amulet of Stone Shield,
Nice.
and I can
My-
use it on. I can use it on a bonus on a bonus action. So
Yeah, I made all the amulets bonus actions.
Yeah.
That's what makes them so nice. Again, mine's called the Amulet of Eldritch Vision. Once per day during a rest, I can activate the amulet and go into a short trance to receive a vision of the future from my patron. But I don't know if it's true or false. Unless I roll a critical hit, either this is really a vision of the future or it's a lie.
Interesting.
I typed that a bit incorrectly. I'm gonna if you roll a 20, you will get a true vision.
Yeah, that's what I said. Only when I roll a critical hit, I know that this is the vision of the future.
Oh yeah.
Any other roll, I know that there's a 50-50 chance that it could be really what the future is, or
Yeah, your rolls within that area are determined. I've got a little scale on which I do it, but it doesn't help. I tell the scale is. It's too easy for you to just go, oh,
yeah,
but there's a scale depending on what you roll. I'll determine whether I'm going to give you the
yeah.
true ones or the slightly twisted ones or the definitely false ones or
So interesting.
Interesting.
wait, did you just already make art for these items?
Yeah, I was drawing it while you were describing it.
Oh, nice. I love
That is awesome.
Oh.
Is that right? Is that what it looked like?
that looks about I mean I had an idea but I hadn't really determined.
What the fuck?
You can basically just add like a
What-
little glint.
What's Craig
in your
on
eye,
about?
Almost as though you
I
reflect-
know.
Oh, that's isn't that fancy?
No, I don't think so.
It is.
Well, that doggo looks really
Oh.
different on your screen compared to mine.
Oh,
It is.
Mine's-
It is
yeah.
fancy.
there she is.
No, it is fancy. But
It is fancy, but she's just offline.
Oh, she's just not
Oh.
in the chat. Yeah.
I wonder if it's recording with an L, lowercase L instead of an I.
That's possible. That's possible.
Yours is a lot smoother, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can have identical name to someone else, by the way.
Yeah, it's possible. That
But-
brings us to
yep.
the end of Critsmas. On our next session, which I suspect will probably only be in January, given that we're like Christmas is coming up and then it's New Year's and everybody's gonna have things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On our next session, we will resume your adventures on the way to enjoy the special, kinda the Grinch stole Christmas session.
Woo.
And I hope you like your new treasures that you've gotten.
Treasure!
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Pretty exciting.
do.
Yeah,
I love it.
that's pretty
Very
exciting.
much.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Merry Christmas!
I'm trying to think of a D&D appropriate version of ho ho.
Row, row, row!
Now all of you have to submit art of your own.
I suck though. That's my problem.
Yeah, maybe in
No
like
problem.
20 years when I've actually picked up a pen again, I can draw it.
Okay, but I hope you guys had fun. Thank you very much, and
We
we
did.
will organize the next session probably on the. But I'm guessing probably like early January sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably around the 7th, tentatively.
Sure.
We might not be back from the farm then.
Well, we're going to 28, so we'll probably go till around the 5th.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so yeah, tentatively the 7th.
Yeah, we can think about that, and then we will see a bit closer to the time if everybody's okay with that.
Cool.
When are you coming back, Cacti?
26th.
Oh, shame. Like literally just after Christmas.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'll be home again like very early on, and I'll be all by myself. No, I'm just kidding.
That's okay. We'll be even if we're on, we'll be chatting on like on the phones in the evening, which is anyway when. I hope you guys have a nice time with all this shit. I'll chat again on voice before it happens, but I'm doing it now. And yeah. So cheers, guys.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for putting in the effort
Cheers yourself.
for everything, Darth.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you
it.
very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Have a good Christmas.
Yeah.
too.
Merry Christmas,
You too.
guys.
Same for everyone if I don't speak to you before then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Cool.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.